This is the story about a big bad wolf that was selling wolf tickets to anybody that was willing to buy them. Whoever this wolf is, this hunter, they swore on everything that they were going to blow down your house, everything that you had built, everything that you had coming in. Basically, somebody wanted to uproot your foundation, just rip it to shreds. Now, I did a preliminary reading, and that reading, interesting enough, got interrupted. So it gave me an opportunity to kind of sit back and assess the situation and pray about it. And I feel like this reading is really going to uncover everything. Now, in that preliminary reading, this person came out as somebody who was getting a tower in the reverse. But the thing about it is whoever this person is, they must not have known that you really are connected to God. There's no way that I could see anybody who is priding themselves on never missing when it comes to doing spell work. Miss to the point where it is absolutely embarrassing, not just to them, because they were barking like a wolf, hunting like a wolf, howling at the moon, selling wolf tickets, telling people, hey, this is what's going to happen. So now this person is catching a tower in the reverse. They basically sent you sickness and death, poverty and stress. And whoever you are, kindred soul, you're somebody that is a living God. The living God is very much alive in your life. Your spiritual hygiene is up to par. You don't have to get ready because you stay ready on a spiritual level. You prayed up in your house. Your foundation is stable. So this person basically ran into what appears to be a brick wall. With that being said, without further ado, welcome to Spiritual Court TV. If you're new, come on in. We welcome you with love and open arms, with the hopes that you gain enlightenment in all areas of your life. And if you're returning back, that means I've said something, maybe on another video, maybe I'll say it again on this video, that has resonated with you. And for that, I am eternally grateful. I'm glad that these readings are helping you on your journey. That is my most greatest intention. I am here as a servant to the Most High God. Without further ado, let's tap into this energy. Oh, yeah, somebody went overboard. A glutton for disaster. That's what I just heard. Somebody thought that they were a master of disaster. And maybe they are. Maybe they create, disastrous situations, and maybe they have a reputation and a spiritual resume of diabolicalness that precedes them. And people are like, oh yeah, no, he's powerful. She's powerful. Don't mess with them. Like that? Okay. But somebody got that wig piece blew back. And now they're mad because that sickness returned to sender and they don't know how to transmute it. They never anticipated. They never planned for the backfire. That's the catch. Somebody says, I'm going to throw this rock. I'm going to throw all these rocks. I'm going to throw a boulder at your house and destroy your house. They never anticipated that it would backfire. There was no backup plan. There was no plan B. Somebody didn't even listen. Somebody was committed in their carnal mind to believe in a lie. When the mind is set up to believe in whatever it wants to believe, but what is it that you know to be true? That's the truth. Somebody's stuck in a belief system. Well, belief systems fail all the time. They're based on lies. That's why. That's why there's a system in it. But the truth is just what it is. It needs no explanation. It always shows up at the right time. And here we are. Show us Mr. Wolf, Mrs. Wolf. I'm going to blow your house down. This could have been a whole group that's out here glitching and twitching and itching. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. All right. Yeah, I can't make this up. Okay, so these people swore that you would go from a level up to scarcity. And now this is them. Ooh, look at the extreme circumstances, like 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. That's extreme. Okay. Somebody tried to disrupt your foundation. Somebody came for everything in your life that's stable. Something about the living word. Your words are alive. You spoke something over your home. You spoke something over yourself. The Most High God is using you for something really, really great. Whoever you are, you're a reincarnated ancient God. They didn't know that. You're a reincarnated ancient God. That's what I just heard. You fell from the stars. You came down from the constellations. You grabbed a microphone. You got on stage so that you could have a real conversation to awaken people. Oh, yeah, you're the wrong person to target. That's crazy. Okay. A king of swords could be significant. That person did come out in the previous reading. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, show us the truth. Creator God. Yeah, you're too divinely protected. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Somebody says, I'm going to huff and puff and disrupt your peace and make you sick. You're going to die. Somebody swore on this. Those words are so nasty. Yeah, I don't support those words. I'm just here to channel the message. In no way, shape, or form do we want to give the enemy any type of glory. But I feel like that's more obvious, than it is anything else. I feel like that's something that we know, stating the obvious. These people are abusive. Somebody says, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your doggone house down. And you just ascended right on beyond it. All thanks be to the Creator. I can't make this up. Something about you being stable, something about you being the rising star. You're an ancient God, basically. And that's not even the basic end of it. And you're abundant too. Oh my God. It's something about gains, level up, abundance, and spiritual protection. And something about your intuition. Rising star. This pissed somebody off. My goodness. Rising star, I'm being called to pull these cards. You got karma. Look at the order of it. Spirit said just like that. Divinity and achievement. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who is this person over here in this abusive nature? Somebody's not doing so good, okay? They could be down for the count. This is a group of people that did this, but the person that was in charge, the headmaster, oh yeah, that was the one that promised and swore. Thank you, sir. That was the one that promised and swore. Let's see what's going on. You got a Queen of Wands here. Okay, so there's a Sagittarius feminine that's a part of a coven. Who's a Sagittarius feminine? What's her problem? What's her deal? What's her deal? What's her deal? Oh, she made a deal with the devil and she has no spiritual protection. Somebody could have gone into some type of an alliance with the spirit for protection and they used it to attack somebody. It's like being initiated, getting something assigned to you. I see somebody going through some type of an initiation in my mind's eye, and somebody attached a spirit to them for protection. And this person then went and used this spirit to attack somebody, or somebody allowed a spirit to attach to them through some type of spiritual agreement with the devil and the reverse and the five of swords. This was some type of like ambush, okay? An attempt on an ambush, and somebody hit a brick wall. Your spiritual protection is too powerful for people playing around like this. Somebody's messing around and losing their life. Yeah, I just heard, do you want to live or do you want to die? It's a life or death situation. Somebody was on a suicide mission. Whether they realize that or not, you got the devil in the reverse with the 9 of wands in the reverse and the 5 of swords. Sneaky, deceptive, but the devil's in the reverse, so somebody's being exposed. Who is a Sagittarius feminine? Who's a Sagittarius feminine? Somebody's birthday could be in December. Capricorn energy. Who's this? Okay, 6 of cups, Scorpio energy. There could be a November Scorpio Sagittarius, somebody that's on the cusp, and there's a December Sagittarius. These are people in a group, in a coven. So who was the King of Swords in the reverse? The big bad wolf? Oh, this person did not see it coming. It's a Libra. They're about to get news that whoever the head warlock is, I'm seeing a masculine, okay? A Libra. This person's under heavy judgment. Ooh, when you're born under the sign of Libra, and the stars align for you to come in balance and you break spiritual law, when that backfire hits, oh, you know you deserve it. This person knows that they deserve it. They went against their better judgment. This is somebody that's the head of a group. This person was meant to be a light worker. They chose to use their gifts to abuse people. abuse, negligent, to prove something. Page of Wands, there's information about this person. Two of Swords, they did not see who you were. They didn't see this. Because I'm thinking to myself now, with all this protection, right? Rising star protection, the same way that dark people talk about other dark people in their groups, like, yeah, he's a powerful warlock, she's a powerful witch, don't mess with them. It's the same way they talk about us chosen ones. They like, yeah, this person is prayed up, powerful, connected to God. You might not want to mess with them, leave them alone, right? It's the same reputations by way of, what precedes you, because people can see they have spiritual gifts. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, you're the head of this group. This is not weak magic. This was magic that was sent for complete and utter destruction. And somebody wanted nothing less of that. They're saying, this is what we're asking for, and this is what we'll get. I swear I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down. Now somebody's wig piece is getting blown back. Now somebody's looking back, looking forward, looking to the side with the Ten of Swords, trying to figure out how they ended up in the abyss. These people landed on their own swords because they had no right to send this your way. Spiritual court is saying this is unfair. All this cursing out here without a cause is not going to fly. We got new amended spiritual laws as requested by the kindred souls. You're somebody, whoever you are, ancient soul, you're somebody that precedes spiritual law. What does that mean? Your bloodline are the ones that created the spiritual law. For negligent situations such as this, unfortunately, for the big bad wolf that was out here hunting in the wrong area, hunting in the wrong jurisdiction, after somebody had already prophetically established their territory. It's a prophet in the city, it's apostles in the city, it's angels in the city. Didn't you see the monks walking in Georgia, walking for peace? You better pay attention. Don't you see that Little Wayne has gone through a spiritual awakening and Black China got baptized? You better wake up. Somebody's out here on demon time. It's the wrong time to be on demon time. Somebody's an ancient god. Somebody attacked somebody who was one of the first lawmakers. You're a reincarnated ancient god. You're here because you want to be here, not because you got stuck in a loop. You came to amend the law. After so many people that had gifts, fallen angels, had mastered chaos, mastered destruction of how to get around the law, we then came back, spent the block, ancient gods, to amend the law, to make it plain, to make it clear. Now the law is holding these people accountable. They can't even shapeshift. They can't even transmute because they've been doing this for too long. The time is up. Listen, somebody's bloodline precedes spiritual law. Your bloodline are some of the first lawmakers. Wow. That's what Spirit just said. I can't make it up. Judgment has been called down. Somebody tried to tear down an ancient God's foundation that was built on divinity. Oh my goodness. Bad idea. Don't do that, boys and girls. Don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. This person is a good example of what happens when you do things that you ain't supposed to be doing. Nothing good can come from that. Nothing good can come from attacking people that's not bothering you. Now somebody's out here two-stepping, pigeon-toed, walking backwards, looking crazy, looking upside, trying to figure out how the backfire happened. It's a whole group of people. Now they're getting hit left and right with the energy that they sent out. Now they're in lack and poverty and struggle because somebody was heavily invested. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, she's very, very significant to the story. Somebody was willing to bet it all, and so they did. I just heard they went from the 10 of Pentacles by way of what they invested for this spell work to the 2 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles in the negative. That means somebody went broke. The whole group is down for the count. Whoa. Clarify you're an ancient God that precedes spiritual law. You've been here since the beginning of time. You've been here since the beginning of time. The Ace of Pentacles is a clear and definite, concise confirmation. Some people come to share their gifts, and some people are the gift. You are the gift. Somebody tried to destroy God's gift to humanity. You've come to show people the way. Whether you want to be in that position or not, you're living proof that the divine is real and very much alive. For those people that don't believe in the divine or believe that God is real, this is an example. God is saying, I'm going to send you people who will prove that I am still the living God. I'm still on my throne. And they will amend the law. Since these people got so creative, you got a lot of dark workers, people that played the dark and the light, that were getting really creative with breaking the law. But now that we know what the law is and everybody's being held accountable by way of their own free will and how you exercise that on a sovereign level, now you can't play around with the law. Spiritual law has been upgraded, and some of these people didn't get the upgrades. They didn't get the notifications. So they were still operating on outdated belief systems that are, listen, they're so fragmented. I don't know how anybody couldn't know that it's fragmented unless your carnal mind has backfired on you by way of these wands that you were sending towards somebody, war that you were sending. This person was paid to do this. Six of Pentacles. Clarify this coven, cult, association. What's going on? The whole group is down for the count. All of them. Every single last one of them. Look at exiled in the reverse. I just heard they'll hell you. They'll nail you. No matter who you are. Nailed this person to the cross. They tried to nail a star to the cross. Oh, when the heavens took the orders. When the creator found out that they were trying to nail a star, an ancient God, to the cross, somebody that came to show people the way, to help them, to be kind. Some of you are just here to be prayer warriors. Some of you are here as healers. Some of you have different gifts at different times. Some of you have a multitude of gifts. Whatever it is, it's divinely protected, and nothing's going to stop us from doing what it is we need to do. That shit's out of the window. If they didn't know now, I feel like they know now, but it could be a little too late. Three of Swords in the reverse, the whole group is down. The whole group is down. Somebody led an entire group to the slaughter. Who's this Queen of Wands, Sagittarius feminine? What's her problem? What's her deal? The world. Knight of Swords. What's the problem with this person? What's going on? Why are they here? Is this Queen of Wands a part of this group? Yeah, she is. The illusions have been shattered. Now somebody wants to come to peace. Seven of Cups in the reverse. There's no more choices. Five of Cups. It's devastation. It's a plan that backfired. It's a plan that was orchestrated and aimed towards an ancient God. And these people didn't know that you were an ancient God, an earth angel. They don't know what you are. They're like, well, is it an angel? This is how dumb these people are sitting around. Well, is it an angel? Is it a prophet? Is it an ancient God? What is it? They don't even know. They're running around in circles. They don't even know. Maybe it's all of the above. Maybe you are a supernatural being from another world. They don't even know. All they know is that it's something that's divine, it's out of this world, and it's something that they've never seen. It's something that they have to bow down in the presence to. My nose is itching. That's the truth. Six of Swords, you're a healer is what you are. You've come to heal the world with your achievements and show people how to do the same and awaken people to remembering to who they are. This is not a follow me type energy. This is a follow your higher self. Activate the God within you type energy. This is your purpose. And somebody tried to come for your foundation. When you return back to this earth on purpose, that's a real master. You return back here on purpose, with the purpose, a divine purpose, good karma, ascending, abundance, protection. Somebody says, I'm a huff and puff and blow that Ace of Pentacles down and got that ass blew back by something that came from up out of this world. That's why the world card is here. You got you got divine intervention that had to step in. You got exiled in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse, current energy for this whole organization. Clarify this organization. What the hell is going on? Everybody's looking crazy. It's a group of dark ass magicians with the magician in the reverse, a bunch of manipulators. They didn't get the memo. They didn't know that wasn't the thing to do. They tried. They threw everything that they possibly could. And now they're all down for the count. Yeah, I can't make this up. Up against one person. You got the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups up against one person. What's the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups and the King of Wands energy? Knight of Pentacles. Single-handedly, okay? There's a whole bunch of people coming for one person. And the whole coven went down. And somebody's sitting in the background like, why is it that we couldn't take out one person? They have to give reverence to the divine. You see how the enemy, wherever they're at or whatever they're talking to, they always ask the wrong questions. They even still, they're prideful. Pride always comes before the fall. Still, they don't want to give reverence to the divine, that the creator is with you. They're sitting up thinking, well, wait a minute, maybe we need to do the magic this way. Well, maybe it didn't work because they're going all around admitting the fact that they need to give reverence to the divine. These are fallen angels, fallen gods abusing their power. So they didn't use their power well. So the power is now being transferred to us to use, and we're going to show them how to use it. If they survive even seeing us, because you got to watch us use that power. Most High God is out here smoting people's whole situations. Use your power the wrong way and for the wrong reason, and you will lose your power. This is over and beyond being disrespectful when it comes to universal spiritual law. And that's the judgment from the cosmic realm. Don't shoot. I'm just the messenger. I'm literally channeling what it is that the divine wants me to say. Use me as a vessel. You got the Nine of Pentacles. You got the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. You got somebody else here that was helping you too as well. Single and self-sufficient. Somebody goes from a knight to a king. In the middle of chaos, they ascend to a higher level. This could be other people that these people were attacking, but you're the one that brought down the tower because divinity is here, good karma is here, your intuition, protection, and ascending. Oh my goodness. And it's something about your abundance. Somebody wanted you in scarcity, lack, and poverty. Didn't I just tell you they sent sickness and death? Four of Swords in the reverse and death. It's a whole coven that's like restless, sick, and dying. Prideful energy. My goodness. Death and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Shh. Clarify what else is going on, Spirit. Yeah, they can't do this anymore. Somebody can't even hold on. I don't know. Whoever these people are, they're dropping like flies, y'all. Lately, I've been channeling some of the most darkest magic. I mean, stuff that the average person, if they're unaware, it'll take them out. This is why you really have to pray for intuition and discernment and stay connected to the divine. Staying in alignment, being aware. Being unaware is not a noble thing to be. One has to be aware because with intuition, whoever you are, you got an intuitive nudge that these people were trying to come for everything that you and the divine were co-creating, not just what you have, because we really can't take any credit, y'all, for anything. Nothing's really affecting anything, but your very foundation by way of divinity and ascending, that means that you're clocking in, working for the Most High God. You are employed by the divine. You are a worker. You are a servant. The divine is your boss. That is who you answer to. That is who pays you for whatever this is that you do. This is your provider, your lawyer. I just heard Jehovah Makadish, Shalom, peace. You come with the Christ consciousness, like even more fiery than Yeshua came. You coming 10 times more fiery than Yeshua. Hamashiach. Yeshua said, take it and run with it. Be bigger, be better. Take what it is that I've done and ascend with that. Some of you are passing levels that have never been passed in your bloodline. Some of this kind of warfare took out our ancestors. They didn't make it. So when the divine sent you to correct the error in the law, and somebody tried to come up against that, there was already a solid foundation, unshakable strength, unshakable faith, unshakable relationship, impenetrable power with the divine. And somebody says, I'm a huff and puff and blow your house down. Somebody got that wig piece blew back. Four swords in the reverse. Somebody can't sleep at night. Four of pentacles in the reverse. They can't harvest. They can't sleep. They can't use magic. They don't know what's going on. Nobody will help them. Why? Because they've been marked and scorned by the divine. This is how the divine got somebody out here looking. Flies all around them. Why? Because they got death on them. They're dying. They're decaying. That's why. It's a whole group of people, a whole coven. Clarify these people. I can't make it up. A whole coven. Hierophant in the reverse. They play around with God. They don't give reverence to the divine. They give reverence to something else that's forbidden, that they were told to stop and walk away from. Exiled in the reverse. People could be talking about how you took out, oh God, that's funny. Nine of Pentacles, single-handedly. Somebody could be talking about how you single-handedly took down an entire coven. The whole damn group is down, y'all. Judgment, Four of Swords came out twice in the reverse, and death. Three of Swords in the reverse, Magician in the reverse, in the exiled in the reverse. The whole group is down. How many of them are there? Nobody knows. Who's around these people? Nobody cares. People are talking about this achievement and how you single-handedly took down an entire coven without even trying. Because again, somebody tried to bring harm and chaos to a house that's built on peace. Somebody tried to bring arguments and strife to somebody that was over here talking to the divine about their ancient assignments, awakening. Like, what in the world? And you came to remind other people that the law has been amended. Because if we keep the law the same, these people have already stolen, they've mastered, false illusions of light. They shapeshift. They know how to do that. They've mastered those laws. But now that we have adhered to the laws respectfully, you're now in a position where your bloodline is deciding what other laws need to be put in place. This is a position that can only be given by the divine. So somebody coming along to try to stop that, or if they're coming along to feel a way about that, well, that's unfortunate for them. They're basically arguing with source. If the creator says you will go and you will walk this earth and you will awaken the ancient gods, you will remind them of what they are, you will tell them how things need to be, not in a dictatorship type way, but you will be an example of that. It's one thing to speak upon something, and it's another thing to practice what you preach when nobody is watching you. But now everybody's watching you, chosen one. So even in this attack, it brought a lot of attention to you, which is honestly a gift. Because people are talking now, good, bad, and or indifferent. A lot of people are running towards the Most High now. Most High God says, I'm going to take everything bad and turn it into something for your good. You are divinely protected. Common sense is what got you out of this, collective. Some things are general common sense. Okay, that's it. I can't make this up. The Wheel of Fortune. Most High God guided you every step of the way. You are the divine high priestess. So whoever said I'm a huff and puff and blow your house down, these wolves, these hunters, they were out here selling wolf tickets and ain't nobody buying them. And anybody that was buying them, now they're talking about how, dang, that's an earth angel. Dang, well, I don't know. Maybe it's an ancient goddess. They don't know what you are. They just know every time they try to see what's going on, they see the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. They don't know what you are. All praises be to the Most High God. They don't need to know. They just need to know that you come in peace. Hey, peace be with you. Yeah, I come in peace. Don't send me hate. If you send me hate, then listen, I got some stuff that's backing me. It's so supernatural. You probably don't want to do that. And if you warn them, they think that you're being cocky or that you're provoking them or that you're mocking them, but you're simply speaking the truth. You can only say what it is that the Creator wants you to say. You can only speak the truth. And they think that you're mocking them. So they go back to their little tables and their altars with all their stuff and their chickens and their bloods and their goats and their this and their whatever. And they're trying to figure out by way of the law that they are still abiding by that's outdated. They're not even getting the amended updates. The whole world is ascending, and these fools are over here still playing around. That stuff is getting uprooted. And now they're trying to figure out how is it that the forces of nature keeps washing away all their dead spells. They keep burying stuff in the graveyard, and then a storm comes and floods out the graveyard. I love you, Creator. I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be here yet again. I am eternally grateful. Remember to always ask the Creator, what is it that you want me to do for you today? When the Creator is providing for you, ask the Creator, hey, what is it that you need me to do today? Yeah, you're going to get to a point where one day the Creator is going to say, well, job well done. Hopefully, job well done. It's time to return back. He's like, okay, time to go. Adios. And then you leave all this beautiful body of work behind. But right now, you got a long way to go. You got work to do. And you're going to have peace on your path. It's beautiful when you can do your work in peace. And ain't nobody outside huffing and puffing it. Like, or do you need an inhaler? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and I'm going to blow your freaking house down. You're like, yeah, okay, listen, I'm just passing through. You need to talk to the divine about that. Who do you think you are? Well, you need to ask the divine about that. Well, why do you think you're this? Well, you need to talk to God about, like, leave us alone. Okay? Somebody swore that they were going to take you out, though. Most High God protected you. Give thanks. Always show gratitude and great humility to the Creator that allows and won't allow. Okay. Creator says, I'm the final judgment. Let them know I'm the final judgment. I have the final say. I don't give a damn what they talking about. Let's see what else is going on here. Chosen ones. If you're just now coming into spiritual court, welcome. Come on in. If you're new, how you doing? I'm glad you were scrolling and you stopped, and maybe I sound like a kindred soul to you. And here we are. And if you're returning back, listen, don't forget to double tap. Give us a thumbs up. Help this video go viral throughout the algorithm so people can receive this message that truly need it. Yeah, the world. I'm being guided to close out the reading. I was going to flip some more cards, but I heard Spirit say it's over. The world. There's an ending here. There's the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new world. Can y'all see that? Is that light too bright? I love these cards. I like the art. The world, okay? So those cycles have been completed. They're not going to loop back around again, at least not for the people that are committed to doing something new in their lives, that you've gained the wisdom, you've learned the lessons. You're very grateful for sustainability. It's unfortunate when you see people that don't have spiritual knowledge of what your mission involves, okay? When you sign that oath with the divine, there's so many spiritual clauses in your contract if in the event this happens. Spiritual, what is it called? Spiritual obligations. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So when you reincarnated, you have spiritual obligations, spiritual contracts. Within those spiritual contracts, there are certain clauses. If in the event a nasty ass group of wolves want to come by and blow your house down and you're co-creating with Source, they will get their wig pieces blown back. They're not going to make it out. They're going to be nailed to the same cross that they tried to nail you to. times 10. These are all things that are in your spiritual contract by way of if in the event this happens. This follows you while you're doing your work on this planet. You have a very special spiritual contract. Read your spiritual contract, revisit it. Ask the Most High God, what's on my spiritual contract? What is it that I'm supposed to do? Is anything being amended? Has anything changed? Okay, I finished my job over here. I close that cycle. I release that. I surrender this to you. Can you search me, Creator? Is there anything in me that's wrong? Can you search my heart? Make sure I'm fit to be used by you. It's a beautiful gift to be used by the Creator as a servant to serve humanity and also reap the benefits of having pure love and bliss while doing your job, working in peace. That is a gift. So the fact that a group of people were negligent when it came to you is very unfortunate because they too serve a purpose. But what they did was they honestly brought more attention and reverence to the divine without even realizing what they were doing. Had they not come up against you that hard, people would not have known that the divine is still alive, that the living God is here in the earth, joining chosen ones. Because I feel like when people saw this attack backfire, they're like, damn, this person single handedly took out an entire group. But it's not really you or me, collective. It was the creator that did it. If it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be able to do anything in our own feeble human minds. Not without error. The divine is perfect. The divine providence is amazing. This victory goes to the creator, to whom all praise is due. These devils, these demons, these people have to admit that the God that they kept turning their backs on, the God that they fell from grace from, the God that they shunned after creator created them and gave them their gifts. The same God that they refused to give reverence to is now the one that they need to call on to decide their fate. Now, whether or not they can get connected to the divine to get their prayers through, that has nothing to do with us. Spirit is guiding me to close that door. Most High God says, I got control over this. That's all you need to tell them. I'm the one that's moving through the earth like a wildfire. I'm the one that's shaking it up at its core. Let them know that the Creator is here and the Creator never left. And that's just what it is. Give reverence to that. This does conclude another successful case of giving reverence to the divine for delivering the kindred soul. Your foundation is secure. I am so glad that you get to go about your life in peace and you get to reap the benefits for doing a wonderful job. All is well. I love y'all, okay? I will see you in the next video. Until then, as always, peace be with you.